Hello and welcome back. My name's Ash. This is the Outside Line, and where are we today? We are back in Gran Turismo Sport, trying to bring that average pace gap down between myself and the best players. And so far, we've been doing that pretty well, actually. Thank you. Although it has to be said, last time out at Goodwood, 3 pole positions, 2 fastest laps. Best finish in a race was 1 second place. Consistency and racecraft need work, even if I'm getting slightly quicker. So let's see if we can do both today. We are back at Kyoto on the Yamagiwa route, if I've pronounced that correctly. Sorry if I haven't. I actually said a couple of videos ago when we visited good old Punty Sands that it was my first time racing on a fictional track, forgetting that we'd done the Miyabi layout for a time trial. It's the first time racing on a GT Sport track, and now we're back on one today. On one, again, I really enjoy. Just a good mix of challenging and fun to drive, fast flowing sections, tricky chicanes, nice elevation changes. It's fun. And the trick to this track I found, as I get a little bit tasty on the throttle on the exit. Tasty's not the right word, I'm going to go with it though. The thing with this track is it's getting those 2 chicanes right, one at the bottom of the hill and the one we've just gone through there, and these sort of long sweeping 180-degree corners right. Get those down and you're typically onto a decent lap or decent race pace. We're in the GT3 Porsche for this one, a car we last drove in Gran Turismo Sport on the very first race that we did, so hopefully we'll see a marked improvement since then. We've spent a lot of time actually in GT3 cars across several different games and yet to pick up a win, so hopefully we can break the curse, as it were. Then we probably came closest in Project Cars 2 in this very car, so let's see if we can change that. Still in DS rated rooms, starting to get pole position a bit more regularly, so that's good. Being chased by EDC Moustache in the AMG Mercedes. Let's try not to bottle this one. Now on lap 1, cold tyres, it's very easy to kind of slide wide at turn 1. We've kept it tight, decent line through there, and then it's important to get a good line through here. This is a lovely sequence of corners, and if you get the line right, honestly, you barely have to lift. As you saw there, didn't exactly get the line right. Again, I'm going to put that down to maybe cold tyres, first lap jitters. Still settling in. We'll improve on that. And again, just a little first lap jitter there, not quite as clean through that first corner, kind of squirm a little wide. The important one to get right though is this chicane. Really important not to miss your braking point here. And then if you get the line right again, you can carry quite a lot of speed through it, use a lot of curb. And that's opened out the gap now to 1 second. Now considering, like I said, I'm on a run, this is my 4th pole position in a row in Gran Turismo Sport. And like I said, my best result's been 2nd place. So let's see if we can put an end to that run of, quite frankly, abysmal races. So here we go, 2nd chicane. This one can be quite awkward. And just hit the brakes a little too late, run wide, hold it together, but unfortunately this is going to give EDC Moustache the opportunity up the inside. Takes it well, don't really fight it too much, but go for the cutback. Look to get in the slipstream and get back at him straight away. We've got the Aston there in 3rd. Can't make too many mistakes because he's going to be there ready to pounce. So down to turn 1, we have lost a place, but we have 3 laps to try and get it back. Immediately EDC Moustache runs wide and door doesn't quite open for us, but we're right on him coming up the hill. Again, still not the best line through there, but it's about flattening out this top section. If you can get a good run through here, very satisfying. And that's a little better than we did on lap 1. Still with him. And we're settling into this now. You can see we're getting a little bit tighter on the corners. Don't run wide there though. Fine, take a lot of the curb, but you don't want to get a wheel on the grass there. And here we go, into this chicane at the bottom of the hill. And he seems a little skittish through it. So we close up quite a bit. Maybe not enough to go for kind of a move on this next left-hander, but make a note of that for future laps. He is not confident through that chicane. We can close up. However, what's important for us is we are not confident on this chicane. How you saw me take it in qualifying is the best you'll see me take it all of this video. Carry a lot of speed into that. Think about the gap, but that's a door that's always going to close. So we managed to bail out of that, but unfortunately, that means he gets away from us a little bit. And as you come across the start-finish straight to begin lap 3, gap is almost a second. It is a second, in fact. So, not ideal. So basically, first part of the lap up to that middle chicane, pretty good. Need to nail this final sector down if we're going to have a chance of getting past him. And let's not forget, while we are looking forward, we still have the Aston right behind us as well. There he is, through this section of the hill. Love this. Really love this, especially when we get it right. And as you can see, as we come over the crest of the hill, the top 3 are all kind of evenly spaced out from each other into this long left-hander. Again, a little bit too heavy on the brakes there and I slide wide, but we recover. Gap has stayed at around a second. Let's see how much it closes now as we come into this chicane. Crazy how I feel so much more confident at this chicane compared to the other one, as behind us, the French driver gets out of shape, takes himself out of the equation, and visually you can see already, once again we've closed up. Like I said, that chicane's a big chance for us. Still not close enough to make the move. Look at how close we are. We need to nail this final sector to have a chance to maybe make a move there on the final lap, either into that chicane or in the following left-hander. Again, this time carrying too much speed through it and getting to a little bit of a slide. And once again we've allowed EDC to get away. Third place may not be so much of an issue, but if we're trying to get the win back, it's not happening at the minute. Right, need to nail down the first sector now. It's been a decent race so far, but so far another mistake that I've made is about to cost me a win. We've got to keep the pressure on. Another final lap battle, another chase in a Porsche. Let's hope this doesn't end like it did in Project Cars 2. If you haven't seen that, you might want to. It's something to behold. Decent run up the hill. So's he though. Purple first sector. Fair enough, decent, but still not quite there. Now he runs a little wide through there. We don't get it perfect, but we close a little bit. This is the key section now. We need to try and close it through the chicane. We just have to make sure we get it right. And we close up immediately. He gets one wheel on the grass. That'll cost him. Second wheel on the grass, that's really cost him, and all of a sudden the door's open and we're up the inside and we're leading with just a few corners to go, but coming into our weakest sector. Now, will he dive up the inside of this left-hander straight away? Doesn't look like it. Just take it calmly, not too early on the throttle. And now the chicane. Cannot mess up the chicane now. Just a few corners to go. Nice and calm. Shift down to 2. It's probably a bit slower than usual, but it's clean. And the gap is a second as we come into the final corner. He's not making any silly dives. We're not making any silly mistakes. The run's over, guys. The relief is real. Good race. Good race, EDC Mustache. Unlucky. We hang on and take an all-important win in a GT3 car. Can you believe it? Believe me, I wouldn't be offended if you can't. Win number 4 for the channel, and once again, it's a Grand Slam, pole, fastest lap, clean race, a win. And just as we start race number 2, EDC Mustache says have a good race. He remembers us. You know what? I remember you as well, mate. I say have a good race to... Oh. Bit slow on the chat there. I'll catch him at the end. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Okay, so this time we are only good enough for second, and there's a C-class driver in the mix as well for fun. We've got old and slow ahead of us, and Rammers 74 behind us, which is disconcerting to say the least. EDC Mustache back in 5th. Here we go again. Old and slow leading us off in the Supra, which was and is a very popular car choice around this track. And up we go, following someone up the hill this time for lap 1. And you can see he just starts to eke away in the Supra. Great speed through there. Not done too badly ourselves, though. That was a lot tidier than race 1, has to be said. So, a couple of records to keep in the back of my head. Well, actually, I should not be thinking about them because they don't help. But 1, never won a race from pole position. Number 2, never won 2 races in a row back to back. But what an early chance this is. Old and slow brakes and for some reason just squirms left. Fortunately, ghosts out. We don't hit each other and we're into the lead at that chicane. Loving that chicane right now, can I just say, guys. Loving it. It's like the opposite of Punty Sands up there. Now Rammer's immediately looking to get up the inside. I did squirm a bit wide, he saw the opportunity. But we keep him there, into this chicane. Always squirm wide again, and off into the grass, and Rammer's takes the lead. Hating that chicane right now, guys, can I just say? Hating it. Goddamn. So, net gain, loss, nothing. We started the lap in second. We end it in second. Just first and third have decided to switch places. Rammer's in first, on slow now behind us. Rammer's also driving Porsche in a very snazzy livery, might I just say. Still, same drill as race 1 though. See if we can get after him, see if we can chase him. So, up the hill we go. Old and slow is going to be behind us. Get on it. Oh, wheel on the dirt there. Can still hang on to it. Can we just hang on to it? No! Hit the wall! It's gone sideways. And it's stupid. It's very, very stupid. I mean, the line being wrong is what caused it. Me trying to keep my foot in it all the way through made it worse. Basically being wide at that corner there meant I was too far over onto the dirt in the middle. Right-hander, left-hander. Not knowing left and right also might be a hindrance in racing. You know what I mean. Get the line wrong at one point, it's wrong all the way up the hill. And it's even worse if you try and keep your foot in it. If I'd maybe just eased off the throttle at the top of the hill and just slowed down to see if I'm over, maybe just eased off here to try and then take this corner, get my foot in it, and that's what happens. Just got greedy. I was second, didn't want to let go. So, we rejoined the race in 10th, and what would it be without the outside line doing a recovery drive? We're back, guys. Back at the back, looking to find a way forward, and there's a real clutter of cars up ahead. One guy going to serve a penalty. Let's be positive and look to get past them. So, Tino in the Supra does us a bit of a favour, punts the penalty out of the way. A little bit of a late braking there. Fortunately, we ghost out, otherwise we'd have punted him. Not ideal. Right, this chicane. Probably the best I've actually taken that in a race situation so far. Typically hit the back of Tino, don't really gain anything from it. Italian driver right behind us, clearly itching to get past. We've gained a place. 6th is visible. I think that's EDC Moustache as well, so we might end up having another little wheel-to-wheel battle with him, which I wouldn't mind. Good race. But still, work to do. Decent line through here. Quite a few cars up ahead actually, we could pick up quite a few places. Right, let's get this right up the hill. Cut a lot of that. Hug that corner. Hug that corner, yeah. Much better, you see. It was being wide on that second corner that caused the problems, and we carry the speed through past the Supra. Lovely move. Austrian driver brakes wide, and we make a great move up the inside. 2 places in a corner. Come in, wheel on the grass. And we're round. Didn't I say? I said before, I'll play it back, I said, don't get a wheel on the grass. What'd you do? Get a wheel on the grass. You're a c**k, mate. Well asked. I really am hoping to get through a video without having to say any of these things, because they're becoming unfortunate, recurring features. Before it as well, I felt like a rock star. That was a great move out the top of the hill. And then, outbrake, up the inside, lovely stuff. Not sure why he was flashing his lights there. He squirmed wide, I saw the door, I think it was fair game, but then I just get one wheel on the grass, that rear wheel, and around we go. The margins between greatness and It's been a bit shit. Pick up a place early doors. Another Porsche going off at turn 1. And basically, on the final lap, we are looking to just pick up 13th. Which I appreciate is not ideal. And not what really being a sim racing YouTuber, and imagine I've put air quotes around those because I appreciate there's questions over all those words in that phrase. It's not what being a sim racing YouTuber is all about, as I nearly get wheels on the dirt in the exact same place I binned it a lap previously. You can really get in your head when you make a mistake in a race, and as you can see, I've, just got unsettled. I feel like I need to improve on my state of mind in a race. If I'm focused and I'm on it, great. I just feel like I can be distracted from that, and also very easily not be on it. Form is temporary, class is permanent. And can I just be very clear, I don't have class. I have form. And you see how temporary it is. Now we do bump the Porsche a little bit coming through that chicane, but I don't think, at least I'm choosing not to think, that that's what caused him to go off there. We only tap him. I think he just kind of carried a bit too much speed into there as we were right on him. And we do pick up 13th as a weak little consolation. Old and slow, great recovery from him, goes on to win the race. EDC Moustache to 3rd, so well done to them. They're not me though, and that's annoying. Anyway, relations with other drivers, I decide now's the point. I'm going to say EDC Moustache. What am I going to say? I'm going to say something. He might leave the room, it doesn't matter, just say something. See you soon. Yeah, that's good. Send it. Oh. I'm so old. I'm not quick enough for all this instant messaging. Barely use email. Right, anyway, the big lesson, I think, from today is just, again, similar to Goodwood, consistency and confidence through certain corners. The confidence through that little chicane where others don't have it has been very profitable for me today. This is the other instant where I don't know why he squirms wide, but fortunately he ghosts out as he runs wide. And again through rammers, and we get past. Goes on to win the race though. Good for him. But yeah, a lot of gains at that chicane because of the confidence, but look at how much we lost here. Could have been a completely different race here if I could just keep it on the track at that chicane. May never have binned it going up the hill if I was trying to chase after rammers. Oh well, at least we picked up a win, ended the hoodoo there. And then, what about the pace gap? Well, I didn't spend much time in qualifying, and it shows, because even though we've got a result on track, that brings the average up. Not loads, it's kind of starting to flatten out at around 3.8. Now, I really need to start just getting a lot lower, sub 3 seconds, if I really want to start cutting into this average. Otherwise, it's going to flatten out, and it will stay like mid to high 3 seconds forever. Need to start getting closer to the best in terms of pace. Results on track are great, we also need just the pace as well. Next time, I think we start to get there. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. Comment if you've got anything to share about any of the incidents, about any of my driving. Please be nice, I'm a fragile soul. And hopefully, I will see you next time. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers.